10 News begins with breaking news.
The FBI announcing an arrest made in connection to a string of threats made against Jewish community centers across the nation, including at least one here in San Diego and La Jolla. I'm Virginia Cha.
I'm Jason Martinez. 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is at the Lawrence Family JCC in La Jolla with how the members are reacting to this development. Mimi.
Jason, Virginia, good morning. Many people have been coming into the center all day long and telling me that they are so glad that at least one person has been arrested for the threats made against their community. Now, the FBI arrested this man. I want to get you to some video right now. Juan Thompson in St. Louis, Missouri. He's a former journalist accused of making at least 8 of the threats nationwide. Officials say he did it as an attempt to get back at an ex-girlfriend. He's going to be charged with cyber stalking, which carries about 5-year sentence. But they still don't think Thompson is their main suspect behind all of the threats. One of those threats was made here in La Jolla on February 21st. The center got 3 threats this year, prompting evacuations and additional security. Today, members of the JCC say they are relieved at least one arrest was made.
We've kind of got used to the process of an evacuation and then go back in, everything's clear. So it's created a real inconvenience for a lot of people that try to enjoy themselves here, and so it gives peace of mind to everybody.
I also spoke with the president of the local Anti-Defamation League, and she tells me that she is so pleased with the way the FBI has handled this entire situation, as well as local law enforcement. Reporting live in La Jolla, Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
And this just in, a man who killed a little girl while being high on chemicals and getting behind the wheel is about to get out of jail 10 years early. 10 News reporter Jared Aaron's live downtown where that girl's family is devastated.
Jason, the family's lawyer tells me that this was the worst possible outcome for them. Not only do they have to see their daughter's killer walk free, but going through this all over again brought back all those painful memories from the day she died.
So here we are 7.5 years later almost, and it was like it happened yesterday.
Romeo Dumlau pleaded guilty in 2010 to gross vehicular manslaughter. He plowed into Cindy Huffington's car, killing her 9-year-old daughter, Ashley. Dumlau had been huffing chemicals before the crash. Back then, he was sentenced to 16 years in jail, but a technicality in the law gave him a new trial, and he was convicted on lesser charges. Today, sentenced to just 10 years in prison. Ashley's family was full of rage and tears as they spoke about him this morning.
I will never forgive the man who killed Ashley. It's not a forgivable thing, and there's no forgiveness.
A man who only cared about how he felt and never thought about how his actions could cause harm to others. A selfish man who I feel should never have the chance to live outside the walls of a prison because he killed our precious girl.
Because Dumlau has already served about 7 years in prison, he actually has enough credits that he'll be released from jail, from prison immediately. His lawyer told me that should take just a couple of weeks for him to be processed out, and then he'll go free. Downtown, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
Happening now here in the 10 News Live Center, the funeral for this man right here. Whittier police officer Keith Boyer shot and killed during a traffic stop last month. This is a live picture here from the funeral. Boyer was shot and killed on February 20th by a known gang member just released on parole. He's a 27-year veteran, the first Whittier police officer killed in the line of duty in that department in more than 40 years. Virginia?
Thank you, Mel. We have a breaking news update from Oak Park where a car hit a fire hydrant. Now that crash sent this water just spewing into the air, and it tore up the street around the hydrant. We had this live on 10 News this morning at 4:30. The driver was heartbroken. He broke down into tears as he checked out all the damage. Now the reason is because he works for Lyft, and that ruined car is how he earns a living. The man walked away from that crash, as you can see, but told us he had been taking on extra shifts all day and was very tired. 10 News alerted our app users through a news alert. You can download our app by just going to the App Store.
Breaking news out of Houston where 2 people ran in a high-speed chase. This happened in the last 2 hours. Police tracking bank robbery suspects, and this guy was going 120 miles an hour on the freeway. The chase went on freeways, surface streets there, ended up in that neighborhood when two people in that car took off, but a citizen in that silver car helps tackle one of the suspects. Police caught the other nearby.
Now to this breaking news update out of Phoenix, where police say a burglar set fire to a home. Firefighters got a call that the burglar had barricaded himself in a bedroom and then set it on fire. Two people were able to get out of the house safely, but their cat inhaled smoke, needed resuscitation. Police got the burglar out and arrested him.
10 News has a developing story in San Marcos. The medical examiners trying to identify an intruder shot by deputies in a home. Now, the homeowner woke up to his dog barking and found a man holding a baseball bat. He ran upstairs, locked his family in their bedrooms to safety, and called 911. The intruder was still inside when deputies got there. The intruder told deputies he had a gun and would kill them and himself. One deputy fired a beanbag shotgun. The other fired a real gun. The man died at the scene.
Happening now, President Trump is visiting a Catholic school in Orlando. He's making a point that his education agenda will focus on school choice. Teachers' unions are criticizing that plan, saying it shows the president's hostility toward public schools and his intention to turn education into a profit-making industry. Meanwhile, developing in Washington, a group of lawmakers says they want to know what was going on between members of the Trump administration and Russia during the campaign. ABC's Lana Zach has the situation the president is calling a witch hunt.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions is back at work today.
Good morning. We'll talk at the office.
After announcing he would recuse himself from any investigation into the Trump campaign following the revelation that he met twice with the Russian ambassador but failed to disclose it while under oath.
I did not have communications with the Russians.
Sessions maintains he did nothing wrong.
My reply to the question of Senator Franken was honest and correct as I understood it at the time.
Gave false testimony.
But Democrats say he willfully misled Congress and are calling for him to resign, though that may be difficult to prove.
To get a perjury conviction, you need willful, you need intentional. He has to have done it on purpose. And regardless of what you think about why he did it, how he said it, proving that he did it on purpose would be nearly impossible based on what we know right now.
And the president, headed to Florida today, stands by him, calling it a political witch hunt, even as it's revealed that more members of the administration met with the same Russian ambassador, including the president's own son-in-law, Jared Kushner.
A former Trump official, Carter Page, is now the latest person to come forward and say that he met with that Russian ambassador at the Republican National Convention. And it turns out a Democratic senator, Claire McCaskill, also met with him despite her earlier denials. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
And the controversy over Russia continues online. Around 10 o'clock this morning, President Trump tweeted this. He said we should start an immediate investigation into Senator Schumer and his ties to Russia and Putin. A total hypocrite. And he also tweeted this photo here, an undated photo with Schumer and the president. So, Jason, still lots going on. Definitely not over.
Never a dull moment. All right, thank you very much. And new developments today in the email scandal for Vice President Mike Pence. Now, he reportedly used his personal AOL email account while he was governor of Indiana. Email topics include Homeland Security. Hackers accessed his account last summer, but there's no word on what information they saw. During the presidential campaign, Pence was a vocal critic of Hillary Clinton's use of a private email account and server.